Hello and welcome back to C Programming Tutorials. Hope till now you get an idea of what C programming is all about. Today in this video I want to provide an overview and give you a little idea of how C came about. Now as we talked earlier, C is a general purpose imperative programming language that supports structured programming. In our previous video, we talked about higher level programming languages and described how C is a high level programming language. That simply means that it's easier and more efficient to use and we can better understand it as compared to assembly language. As we describe C as general purpose language, that simply means you can write all sorts of application in the C programming language. There are various programming languages which are very application specific or domain specific. For example, programming language like MATLAB, which are specially used for math, computation, algorithm development and data analysis. Other example is COBOL, which is designed for business use. Whereas in C, you can write operating system application, you can write general programs. The best thing is that major part of operating system like Windows, Linux, Unix and Android are written in C. Moreover, if someone is to extend the operating system to work with the new device, then one need to write device driver programs. Drivers are the programs that interact with the hardware. These programs are written exclusively in C as it required minimum runtime support, and the reason for this is that it easily maps to the assembly instruction. As C is an imperative language. Imperative language uses a sequence of statements to determine how to reach a goal, which means that it's basically organized around the statements, variable and things like that. If you study computer programming in more detail, you would see that there are different types of programming languages like functional programming languages or logical programming languages, which means programming language is organized a bit differently. C is an imperative as it has a set of statements explaining what to do. C is one of the most widely used programming languages because it is reliable, simple and easy to use. This is one of the greatest reasons to learn C programming. C is a modern type of language as it uses most basic control structure, and these are the things like conditional statement. It's designed for top-down planning, which means you can start writing at the top and go down to the lower level. You start at user interface level and then go down to the lower level and actually implement lower level code. It is also organized around the functions. Functions are the way to organize code. As I told you in my previous video, functions are the most important concept of C programming. So we are going to cover function in great details in our upcoming video lecture. So these are the stuff that make a C modern programming language. Now let's move to our next topic, why to learn C programming. Now some of you may ask why we learn C as C has been already superseded by languages like C++, C Sharp and Java. Well, the reason is simple. C++, C Sharp and Java make use of principle called object-oriented programming to organize program. This principle has lots of advantages to offer. But even while using this organizing principle, you would still need a good hold over the language elements of C and the basic programming skills. So it's make more sense to first learn C and then migrate to C++, C Sharp and Java. Also, C has become popular for programming embedded systems. Common consumer devices like microwave ovens, washing machine and DVD players are getting smarter day by day. And all this smartness came from a program embedded in the system. Embedded systems are the things like microprocessor. These programs are not only have to run fast but also have to work in the limited amount of memory. So these programs are written in C. I also think of real life programming and it's become quite popular in that because it is so efficient. C also plays a starring role in development of Linux. Those who are not familiar to Linux, I tell you that Linux is a popular operating system like Windows. It's just a different way to interact with computer. So that's another reason why you have to learn C. C is still popular and its skills are widely required by many industries. So by learning C, you are going to have a very marketable resume. You are able to get a lot of different positions in these firms. Now let's talk about some history of C, as C is one of the older language. C is developed at AT&T Bell's laboratory of USA in 1972 by Sir Daniel Ritchie. In an industry where newer languages, tools, and technology merge and vanish, C is the language that has survived for more than 3 decades. C is developed to overcome the problem of previous languages such as B, BCP, etc. Initially, C language was developed to be used in Unix operating system. All the new operating systems that were developed after 1972 are written in C and C++, again which a great thing. It was evolved from a previous programming language B. Now you figured out why its name is C. It uses many of the important concepts of B while adding data typing and other powerful features. It also available for most computers, so this is an advantage. If you want to write a C program, you can write it on the most of the operating system like Windows, Mac, Linux, Unix and much more. It is also hardware independent. That means it's more portable, so it may work on many other systems. We are not going in more details about the history of C programming language because that make up the video too long and also boring. And still, if you have an interest in history of C, let me know in the comment section and I will provide you a detailed video on history of C. So today in this video we talked about a basic introduction, a little bit about the standards, a little bit about the history, and now we will dive into more details of programming language. So that's all for today's video. If you still have any query, let me know in the comment section. Also don't forget to subscribe our channel, and if you like this video, give video a thumbs up. Okay, thank you.